Hey everybody, it's Tess back again. Just wanted to kind of talk about a few things that have been on my mind lately. So first of all, yesterday was my birthday. I am going with I'm 29 for as long as I think I can get away with that. Probably not much longer. But anyway, yesterday was my birthday. Um, I don't know, maybe I'm kind of getting to a point in my life where I'm just starting to think a lot more about my my past, and I don't know, but yesterday was the first time that I've really felt bothered by the fact that I didn't ever celebrate my birthday from such a large portion of my life. Now, everybody in my life that cares about me and is a part of my life made it a really, really special day. So I have no complaints. I had a great day, and I got a steak, got to eat steak, and I got some cool gifts, and everybody called and texted, and it was wonderful. I'm really, really lucky to have so many good people in my life. I didn't start celebrating my birthday until I was, I think, the first birthday I actually celebrated was my 21st birthday, which I guess is kind of obvious. Like even good witnesses celebrate their 21st birthday. And I woke up when I was 21, like later on in the year. So even like just going out and going to bars and getting drunk and acting stupid, I still kind of felt guilty. And on my 19th birthday, I lived, at the time I lived in a northern state. So it was kind of like a rite of passage that everybody, when you turn 19, you drive over the border and go to Canada and go to a bar for the first time. So exciting. So even doing that, I felt guilty, because I was still indoctrinated. I think I started celebrating Christmas when I was like 22. That's like one of the first things I started doing. But my birthday, I never really made it into a big deal, even after I woke up. I still feel kind of bad on my birthday. And there's a part of me that is like, ugh, I'm another year older, so there's that. But I feel kind of lonely, on my birthday. And I don't know if it's because I don't have like all of my family or what it is, but it's kind of a depressing day for me. And it's not just the, I'm another year older thing. It's just, I don't know. I just feel, I feel let down for so many years of my life, not getting to treat this normally, and now I kind of feel like I don't know how to treat it. And yesterday was the first time that I really started to get upset about it. I have never really felt angry like I missed out. The only thing I've ever felt like I kind of missed out on was trick-or-treating. Because I can do other things now. I can have a Christmas tree, and I can have a cake on my birthday, and I can do all these other things, but trick-or-treating, like, I can't trick-or-treat because I'm gonna get the cops called on me. So that's the only thing that I've ever kind of felt like I missed out on, and I'll never get to do that. Not that it's a huge deal, but it's something that I just didn't get to do. But I started feeling yesterday kind of upset about never getting to have a birthday party when I was a kid, and never getting to blow out candles, and never getting to have that big party, never getting to say happy birthday to my friends at school, having to leave the classroom if there was going to be cupcakes or anything that were going to be passed out for birthdays. In fact, my mom, bless her heart, she when I was little, she would put little candies, like jelly candies, in my backpack, and she told me that if the kids at school were having cupcakes, that I could have some of these jelly candies, which it's just really nice. And she was indoctrinated. I can't believe that she even did that. But yeah, I'm starting to feel a little bit pissed that I just never got to do all of these normal things. And when I bring it up to people in my life now that didn't grow up like we grew up, they're always just like, they're shaking their heads. They just can't believe it. They to them it's like disgusting, that I didn't celebrate my birthday until I was 21 years old. I didn't celebrate Christmas till I was 22. I never went trick-or-treating. I never got to have the cupcake, and I always had to leave the class and go sit in the library and eat my jelly candies. But again, I think when you grow up that way, you don't realize that you're missing out at the time. I didn't feel like I needed jelly candies in my bag. I wasn't upset that I didn't get to have Christmas presents or anything. I just that was just my reality, and that's just the way that I lived. So it didn't seem weird to me, right? It seemed weird to the people around me, but to me it was just like, oh, this is just my life, so it's fine. But now, and maybe it is too, because I'm getting married soon, and we are talking about having a family, and so I've been thinking a lot more about what I would want for my kids, and it's not so much the being like everybody else, it's the I guess it's just the memories and the fun, because life is full of things that are going to drag you down and make life suck. So those little moments are really, really special. They're really important. They should have pictures of themselves blowing out candles on cakes when they're 5. So I guess for the first time in my life, I'm feeling mad about that. I don't know why it's waited until now, but yeah, I'm feeling pretty frustrated, and I don't want to feel crappy on my birthday anymore. And I will always get older. I'm never gonna have a birthday where I stay the same age or get younger. So that's always gonna be a part of it. But I just don't want to feel like I don't have any memories, and also I think too I don't know how to celebrate my birthday. For most of my life, it just kind of passed, and it wasn't a big deal. And my dad might say, oh, look at my girl who's 12 today, or, something like that, which is basically saying happy birthday without saying happy birthday. It's freaking stupid, It's like, this is either a big deal or it isn't, so take your pick. The other thing that kind of makes me a little bit pissy about my birthday is, so my dad will usually text me on my birthday, and he used to call after I woke up. He used to call, but lately he just sends a text, and it used to be like the story of my birth, and which again is like it's kind of like saying happy birthday. He's acknowledging my birthday. So acknowledge it or don't, but why can't you just say happy birthday? So I know that might sound kind of silly, but I think just combined with all of the years of either shunning or this weird relationship at arm's length when he has on the new personality, and I know that that's bogus, and he's being dishonest with me. I think it all just combines to just make me bitter about it. I know the story of my birth, and I'm really happy that he was so happy that I was born. I'm really lucky to have a dad that cared and was in my life and wanted to raise me, because that a lot of people don't have that. So I'm very, very glad about that. But I wish he could just be normal. And I know that that's just me throwing like pie in the sky kind of a thing, but on my birthday, I'm just I just don't want to deal with it. I just can barely stand to face the reality that he is just not normal, and he's never going to be normal, and nothing about this is ever going to be normal. And it kind of makes me a little sad. So yesterday I was waiting all day for this text message from my dad that was gonna be like super long and have this whole story when he could just say happy birthday. And he didn't text me. And now here's the unfair part to my dad. Then I started to get mad again, like, oh, he didn't even text me, he didn't even acknowledge my birthday. And then I had to kind of stop and take a step back and go, okay, the poor guy can't win with you. So what do you want? Do you want him to text you or not? You know he's not going to say happy birthday. He's just not. So I had to kind of reel in that I was, those feelings. I was being a little ridiculous. He texted me at like 9:30 at night and said, how's my girl doing? And I got mad, of course, and I just ignored it, and I didn't respond. It's 9:30 at night, so I'm not gonna talk to him. So I was kind of dealing with that too, of like being mad at him one way or the other. He's damned if he does and damned if he doesn't, and yeah, so I feel kind of silly about that, but that happened, and that's how I felt. So yeah, that's kind of my story about what it's like for me to have my birthday. Another thing I kind of wanted to talk about was, so I recently worked with this guy at my job, obviously, and I opened up to him and I told him, that I was a former Jehovah's Witness, and that me and my dad didn't really talk very well. We didn't have a very good relationship because I left. And he's like, oh yeah, I was one of them too. And I'm like, what? That like instant look of recognition. I'm like, another like-minded soul, please, commiserate with me. And so I guess he was, his dad married a Jehovah's Witness, and when he was like 11, and he lived with them until he turned 18 and moved out. So he wasn't a witness or had nothing to do with the witnesses until he was 11 years old, and his dad was like he was super gung-ho about it because he was with this woman, so he like got baptized and he got in. And I guess this guy just never believed it, and he was really, really adamant about not being involved. He pinned it for what it was right away, and he was 11. He's like, nope, this is a cult. I'm not going to have anything to do with it. And I guess his stepmom would, kind of hold sex over his dad. Like, if you don't get him to the meeting, I am not sleeping with you, which is super healthy. So his dad would beat the living crap out of him. Like drag him through the yard to the car and force him into the car. So he'd show up at the Kingdom Hall and he'd have like grass in his hair and he'd be bleeding from his face, and that was the fight to get him to the Kingdom Hall. And he was just obstinate about it. He's telling me these stories, and I am putting myself back into witness kid mindset, and I'm like, oh my God, you are such a bad kid. Like, I would never have talked to you. I was like, so did you go out in service? No, I'm not doing that shit. And I'm like, what? I went out in service on all my auxiliary pioneer during the summer. I did special pioneering out in another state. Like, I went every Saturday. I went Sunday after meeting. I don't think I slept in all of junior high. Okay, like, I was in. I knocked on a zillion friggin' doors, and I hated every second of it, but I did it because I wanted my salvation, right? And I was just so amazed by his intelligence and his resolve at such a young age. And you know, I kind of patted him on the back, like, wow, dude, you did an amazing job of just sticking to your guns. The best story he told me was when he was almost 18. He decided to join the Marines, and I guess they had book study at his house, which is surprising. I can't believe they would have, you know, let them have book study at the house of someone who can't even get their kid to the Kingdom Hall. So they're having book study, and the Marine recruiter knocks on the door, and he goes and opens the door, and the Marine recruiter comes in the house and sees all these people sitting around, and he goes, "What the fuck is going on here?" And I just, oh man, I loved that story. Oh, I bet you could have heard a pin drop. Can you imagine? So anyway, all that to say, when I went home after that, I just started thinking about that, and I was like, why is it that he was able to do that? You know, when I was 11, I was getting baptized. I got baptized at 11 years old. Okay, I was 100% into this, and I guess I was just felt a little down. Like, you know, I don't feel like I was a stupid kid. I went through a lot, and I grew up really fast. So I felt like I kind of was a little more intuitive than the other kids my age, just because of everything that I've been through and not being a kid anymore. So I was like, why? What is it about me? Like, why did it take me so many more years after that to wake up? And this guy, the second he saw it, was like, oh no, that's bullshit, you know? And then to stick to his guns for so long. It's, you know, I don't know. I'm curious if anybody else feels that way. Now, granted, I got out pretty young. I was only 21. So I got out young enough to feel like I had a pretty normal life after that. But a lot of people get out, you know, in their 30s, 40s, 50s. I just don't understand. Like, what is it about someone that can, you know, and he had kind of a hard life too. Like, why is it that some people are able to see this for what it is, and some people can't? Why is my dad still in? I mean, I've been watching the assembly. That is such nonsense. It's just so obviously bullshit. I cannot believe that people still believe that. Why did it have such a grip on me and not someone else, you know? So I've been kind of grappling with that. So maybe you guys have some insights. Maybe you can let me know what you think. So anyway, that's the end of what I wanted to say, and I really appreciate everybody who watches my videos and gives me feedback. I really like the feedback. I think it's therapy for me. So thank you, and I will send you all a copay. I hope everyone has a good night, and I hope you're having a good summer and staying healthy and staying safe. Take care. Bye.